Re is the sun god, king of the gods. His attributes are creation, sun, light, life. Typical symbols are sun disk, falcon, solar boat. Ra is the ancient Egyptian sun god and the king of the gods. He represents creation, light, and life, and is often depicted as a falcon-headed man crowned with a sun disk. Ra travels across the sky during the day in his solar boat and journeys through the underworld at night, where he battles the serpent Apophis to ensure the sun rises again each morning. Each night, Ra descends into the underworld to journey through the 12 hours of darkness. As he navigates the treacherous waters, he encounters Apophis, a serpent of chaos who seeks to devour the sun. Armed with his divine power and aided by other gods, Ra battles Apophis in a nightly struggle. His victory each night ensures the rebirth of the sun at dawn, symbolizing the triumph of order over chaos and the eternal cycle of life. Osiris is the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and fertility. His attributes are death, rebirth, fertility. Typical symbols are crook and flail, white crown of Upper Egypt, green skin. Osiris is the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and fertility. He is often depicted as a mummified king with green skin, symbolizing rebirth and regeneration. Osiris presides over the afterlife, where he judges the souls of the deceased. His story is one of death and resurrection, central to Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife and eternal life. Osiris was once a great king on earth, beloved for his wisdom and just rule. However, his jealous brother Seth plotted his demise, tricking Osiris into a coffin and throwing it into the Nile. Osiris' wife, Isis, found his body and, with the help of her magical abilities, resurrected him. Though Osiris could no longer dwell among the living, he became the ruler of the afterlife, where he continues to guide and judge the dead. His resurrection is celebrated as a symbol of eternal life and renewal. Isis is the goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood. Her attributes are magic, protection, healing, motherhood. Typical symbols are throne, cow horns, and solar disk, Ankh. Isis is the goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood. She is known for her wisdom, magical prowess, and compassionate nature, often depicted with a throne-shaped crown or cow horns and a solar disk. Isis is revered as the protector of the pharaoh and the nurturing mother. Her devotion to her husband Osiris and son Horus highlights her role as a symbol of love and maternal care. After Osiris' murder by Seth, Isis embarked on a quest to find his body. Using her magical abilities, she resurrected Osiris and conceived their son Horus. Isis then protected Horus from Seth's wrath, raising him in secrecy until he was old enough to avenge his father. Her dedication and magical prowess ensured Osiris' resurrection and Horus's eventual victory over Seth, cementing her legacy as a powerful and protective mother goddess. Horus is the god of the sky, kingship, and war. His attributes are sky, kingship, protection, war. Typical symbols are falcon, eye of Horus, double crown of Egypt. Horus is the god of the sky, kingship, and war, often depicted as a falcon or a falcon-headed man. He is the son of Osiris and Isis and represents the rightful king of Egypt. The Eye of Horus, a symbol of protection and royal power, is closely associated with him. Horus's battles against Seth for the throne of Egypt are central to his mythology. Horus, seeking to avenge his father Osiris and claim the throne of Egypt, engaged in a series of epic battles with Seth. In one fierce encounter, Seth gouged out Horus's eye, but it was magically restored by the goddess Hathor. This restored eye, the Eye of Horus, became a powerful symbol of protection and healing. Ultimately, Horus triumphed over Seth and was crowned the rightful king, ensuring the stability and prosperity of Egypt. Seth is the god of chaos, desert, storms, and war. His attributes are chaos, destruction, storms, war. Typical symbols are Set animal, unknown species, was scepter. Set is the god of chaos, the desert, storms, and war. Often depicted as an enigmatic creature known as the Set animal, Set embodies the forces of disorder and destruction. He is both a necessary force of change and a symbol of malevolent power. Set's rivalry with his brother Osiris and nephew Horus is a central theme in Egyptian mythology. Set's ambition and jealousy led him to murder his brother Osiris, usurping the throne of Egypt. However, his rule was challenged by Horus, Osiris' son. The epic battles between Seth and Horus were not just physical but also symbolic, representing the eternal struggle between order and chaos. Although Seth was eventually defeated, his role as the god of chaos remained, reminding the Egyptians of the delicate balance between stability and disorder. Anubis is the god of mummification and the afterlife. His attributes are death, embalming, protection of the dead. Typical symbols are jackal, ankh, flail. Anubis is the god of mummification and the afterlife, often depicted as a jackal or a jackal-headed man. He is the guardian of the dead and oversees the embalming process, ensuring the safe passage of souls to the afterlife. Anubis is also responsible for weighing the hearts of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at to determine their fate. Anubis's role in the journey to the afterlife is highlighted in the story Osiris. After Osiris's death, Anubis embalmed him, making Osiris the first mummy. This act established the funerary rites and practices that would be followed by the Egyptians for centuries. Anubis's guidance and protection were essential for the dead to reach the afterlife and find peace, emphasizing his importance in Egyptian religious practices. Thoth is the god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge. His attributes are wisdom, writing, magic, science. Typical symbols are ibis, baboon, writing pullet, scrolls. Thoth is the god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge, often depicted as an ibis or a baboon, or as a man with the head of an ibis. He is credited with the invention of writing and the preservation of knowledge. Thoth is also associated with magic, science, and the recording of time. He serves as the scribe of the gods and the mediator in disputes. Thoth played a crucial role in the story of Isis and Osiris. When Isis sought to resurrect Osiris, it was Thoth who provided her with the magical knowledge needed to perform the ritual. His wisdom and mastery of spells ensured the success of the resurrection, highlighting his role as the keeper of sacred knowledge and the mediator between life and death. Thoth's contributions to writing and knowledge continued to be revered as foundational to Egyptian civilization. Hathor is the goddess of love, beauty, music, and motherhood. Her attributes are love, joy, music, fertility. Typical symbols are cow, sistrum, menet necklace. She is often depicted as a cow or a woman with cow horns and a solar disk. Hathor embodies joy, celebration, and maternal care, making her a beloved and nurturing deity. She is also associated with the afterlife, guiding souls to their final resting place. Hathor's nurturing nature is evident in her role as the protector of Horus during his infancy. After the death of Osiris, Hathor cared for Horus, ensuring his safety and well-being. Her music and joy brought comfort to the young god and the other deities. Hathor's dual role as a goddess of both motherhood and the afterlife underscores her importance in both the earthly and spiritual realms. Sekhmet is the goddess of war, destruction, and healing. Her attributes are war, destruction, healing, protection. Typical symbols are lioness, sun disk, red linen. Sekhmet is the goddess of war, destruction, and healing, often depicted as a lioness or a woman with a lioness's head. She represents the fierce and protective aspects of the sun, embodying both the power to destroy and the power to heal. Sekhmet is a formidable warrior goddess but also a skilled healer, balancing her dual nature. When Ra sought to punish humanity for their disobedience, he sent Sekhmet to exact his vengeance. Her fury was so great that she nearly wiped out the entire human race. To stop her, Ra tricked her by dyeing beer red to resemble blood. Sekhmet drank the beer, became intoxicated, and calmed down. Realizing the extent of her destruction, she transformed into Hathor, the gentle goddess of love, showcasing her ability to balance wrath with compassion. Bastet is the goddess of home, fertility, and protection. Her attributes are home, fertility, cats, protection. Typical symbols are cat, sistrum, udjat, eye of Re. Bastet is the goddess of home, fertility, and protection, often depicted as a lioness or a domestic cat. She embodies the nurturing and protective aspects of motherhood and is revered as a guardian of the home. Bastet is also associated with music and joy, bringing comfort and happiness to her followers. Bastet's protective nature is highlighted in the story of the Egyptian household. Families kept statues of Bastet and often had cats as pets, believing they were under her divine protection. When a plague of mice threatened the grain stores of Egypt, Bastet sent her feline guardians to eliminate the pests, ensuring the safety and prosperity of the people. This story underscores Bastet's role as a benevolent and protective deity, safeguarding homes and families.